In today's video, I want to share with you some of my favorite YouTube channels all about self-publishing books. Welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline and I make videos to help you master your mindset and make money online so that you can build a life you love. Now, I believe that you can learn pretty much anything on YouTube, and best of all, it's completely free. If you don't have the budget, or if you don't want to spend money on purchasing someone's course to learn about whatever it is that you want to learn about, then you can find all that information for free on YouTube. I personally learned so much from watching other people's YouTube channels on self-publishing, and some of these channels that I am about to mention you may have already heard of, but hopefully I help you find some new channels to watch and help you continue learning all about self-publishing books. It's good to have a few different educational resources to learn from because everybody explains things differently, everybody teaches things differently. So having a few different places where you can learn things is really helpful. I'm going to start with channels that talk specifically about low content book publishing because I think most of you are most interested in that particular business model. It is really easy to get started in low content book publishing. It's great for beginners. The barrier to entry is really low, so it's a really popular choice for anybody who's wanting to just start in self-publishing books. I also do have a couple of recommendations on YouTube channels that teach and talk about high content book publishing. I myself am starting to publish some high content books in addition to low content books. So if that's something that you're interested in, or if you have been thinking about incorporating some high content books into your business, then I have some really great channels for you to check out. So let's start with my favorite channels that talk about low content book publishing. These are in no particular order. I like them all equally for different reasons. The most recent channel that I have been binge watching is Ben Shinnock. He has been involved with low content book publishing for the last couple of years, and he has just hit $100,000 in profit from publishing low content books. So this is his latest video where he does talk about how he hit $100,000 in royalties, what books he published, what his plans are for the future with his low content book publishing business. And he has a lot of great videos that take you through the methods that he has found has worked for him. I love his videos because he explains things so well, very clearly and easily understandable for anybody, regardless of whether you're a beginner or you're experienced with self-publishing. So make sure you go check out his channel if you haven't already. Publish with Ashley is another channel I love watching. Ashley is so knowledgeable and she does a lot of her videos live. So if you have the chance to jump on while she's actually filming her videos live, then you get the chance to ask her questions if you have any. She has also been publishing low content books for quite a few years. She actually started publishing fiction books but found that it just didn't suit her. She felt it was just too energy draining to try to be creating that much content so frequently, in addition to all the extra work you have to do as a fiction writer in terms of marketing your book and getting people to actually buy and read your book. And so then she came across low content book publishing, and the rest is history. She does very well with low content book publishing. One of Ashley's strong suit is finding unique ways to get a book into a particular niche. She doesn't just create the same old books that everybody else is creating. She finds a niche that has demand, and she finds a way to create a book that fits that demand but is different from all the rest. So you will learn a lot from Ashley's videos. I mean, she has a lot of other strong skills as well, but she does just have this way of looking at things differently to a lot of us, and that's what's made her so successful with low content book publishing. And thanks to YouTube, Ashley is actually a friend of mine, and she is also such a lovely person. She genuinely just wants to help as many people as she can be successful with low content book publishing, so you should definitely check her channel out. You will learn something from her. Next up, we have Nuria Corby from the Home Boss channel, another really lovely person I have the pleasure of becoming good friends with thanks to being able to connect over YouTube and publishing. I've spoken about Nuria recently in a couple of my other videos because I am currently taking her children's book creator course, and I'm sharing my journey with what I learn in her course here on YouTube. But her YouTube channel is a wealth of knowledge all about low content book publishing. Nuria has built quite the successful low content book publishing business. If you don't already watch her channel, go through her income reports and you'll just see how she has grown since starting self-publishing and since starting to publicly share her income reports on YouTube. She's just growing and growing month after month. She has a lot of really helpful videos which will help anyone, whether you are brand new to low content publishing, whether you have no idea what it is and this is the first time you're coming across it, right up to some of the more advanced strategies, I guess, or the more advanced ways of doing things. She shares the strategies and the processes that have worked for her and helped her build her business to what it is today. She also has a really active and really nice private Facebook group for the Home Boss YouTube channel. There are a lot of people in there who love asking questions, who love answering questions and helping each other out. It's a really active Facebook group. But if you're wanting to connect with other people who are getting involved in self-publishing low content books, you should also go check out her Facebook group too. It's one of the better ones in my opinion. But going back to her YouTube channel, you will find so many good videos that you will learn more about self-publishing from. And Nuria's approach is really good. It's more about the quality over quantity type of business model. So rather than just making thousands and thousands of books and throwing them up on Amazon hoping they sell, she focuses on creating books that provide more value than just plain notebooks or plain journals. So if that's something you're interested in, making low content books that are a little bit more meaty, I guess, with the content, that have a bit more substance to them than just general notebooks, then Nuria is a great channel to watch. Next up we have Paul Miles. I started watching Paul Miles when he was quite early in his YouTube channel and his publishing journey, but he's probably, I'd say, the first YouTube channel I came across when I first started learning about low content book publishing. I think his first video where he talked about his income from low content book publishing, he was making a few $100s per month, and over the past year or two he has built that up to thousands and thousands of dollars per month from publishing low content books. He used to do videos on his income monthly. Until recently he hasn't done them for the past few months, but not too long ago he was publishing them every single month. So if you are interested in seeing his journey and how his income has grown after the last year or so, go back and take a look at some of his income report videos. But he provides lots of very educational videos, and he also provides a lot of niches that have the potential to do really well. So if you're someone who struggles to find niches that you could possibly get into, he does provide regularly different niches and how much they have the potential to make and what the competition is like, as well as even how to create books for those niches that he talks about. I find Paul just really easy to understand and just really easy to watch, and I really like the way he explains and teaches things in his videos. He is quite popular in the low content book publishing niche, so if you do already watch YouTube for that kind of content, you probably already know who Paul Miles is, but if not, he is definitely a YouTube channel that you need to go check out, and you'll definitely pick up tips, niches, keywords, and just general information on how he goes about creating low content books and how he's built his business as well. Next up is Residual Royalty Academy. This is another great channel to learn lots of stuff about publishing low content books, and actually not just low content books. This channel also has videos educating about audiobooks, Ingram Spark, so other platforms for selling or for self-publishing books on, not just Amazon. So there's probably a bit of information in here on high content books as well, but majority of stuff is around low content books, like a color by number book tutorial. They go through niches that they come across that they think would be good, as well as the more educational, helpful stuff like tools to use or hiring or outsourcing work to freelancers if it's something that you don't want to do yourself, tutorials about ads, things like that. So it's a really well-rounded channel that talks about a lot of different aspects of self-publishing, not just limited to low content. There are lots of videos about branching out into different platforms and getting books distributed in different ways, if that is something that interests you. So definitely a good channel to check out. You will learn a lot, and it's a little bit different from all the other self-publishing low content book channels, so you might pick up some new tips and some new ways of doing things by watching this channel. So the next channel we have is Sashas Channel. I would really love Sashas to post so many more videos to his channel, but when he does, I just jump on them. I guess he's probably just too busy running his business to have the time to also be uploading lots of YouTube videos, but he has been so successful with low content book publishing. His videos are just so straightforward and to the point. His methods are very simple. Sometimes we just try to complicate things. We try to find new or really unique ways of doing things, and sometimes we just need to take the most easy, simple route to get to somewhere, and I feel like that's what Sashas does, and it just makes sense. And he's just a really great person to learn this business model from. His videos focus all on low content book publishing, and it's definitely a channel you should subscribe to if you don't already. So now I want to share with you some channels that are really great for learning about high content book publishing. So if you are interested in creating books that have actual content in terms of written words, books that people actually read, then check out these channels. Now, these channels that I'm about to show you focus on high content books that usually range in around the 25 to 30,000 word mark. So they're not big books like a novel that you would read, but they're substantial enough to provide something substantial for the customer to read. So first up is danemacbeth. He's probably one of my favorite channels for learning about high content book publishing from. Dane has been publishing non-fiction high content books for the past couple of years, and he's found some really great success. His videos will give you popular niches that he thinks will work well. He gives you keywords that would be good to rank for. He talks about how to create your books, how to turn them into audiobooks, and how to create multiple streams of income from one book. So it's sort of the difference between low content and high content books. With low content books, you create the book and there's not really much else you can do with it. When you have a high content book, you can create a physical paperback that people buy. You can create an ebook that people buy and read on their Kindle. You can create an audiobook that you sell on Audible or other audio platforms. And there's many more things that you can do with high content books to create more streams of income than just selling a physical paperback. So that really interests me about high content books. And Dane's methods and his processes, they are fairly simple. They're easy to grasp if you're a beginner or if you're new to high content books or something like that. This isn't just an advanced thing. Anybody can get into doing high content books just like anybody can get into low content books. Barrier to entry to high content books are a lot higher, but the upside to that is there is a lot less competition than what you get with low content books, in a sense, because you do have to put a little bit more work into high content books as opposed to low content books. But danemacbeth's channel is a really great resource if you are wanting to learn more about these types of books. So you should definitely subscribe to his channel if these kind of books interest you. And last but not least, we have seandolewet, who also publishes high content books. So another great channel to learn about high content book publishing. Sean also publishes non-fiction books similar to what I was just explaining with danemacbeth's channel. Sean has been involved in self-publishing, according to his YouTube videos, for about the last 6 to 7 years, and he has built an absolutely insane business. He does publish his income reports. The last one that I watched is here. So this was published early August, where he shows how he made almost $35,000 per month self-publishing books. Like I say, that happened over about 6 to 7 years. So it's taken him some time and probably a lot of work, a lot of effort to get to that point. But I mean, who wouldn't put in some effort for a few years to get to making that kind of money per month? So he is also a great resource for learning about high content books. He talks about his processes, how he creates these books, how he creates multiple streams of income from his books. He actually has this free course here on his YouTube channel, 21 videos that he provides on his processes, on self-publishing high content books step by step, from the very basics of costs, keyword research, pen names, and formatting, everything you need to know to get started with creating high content books. So definitely check out this free course that he has on his YouTube channel. If you just head over to playlists, all the videos here on this step-by-step self-publishing course will be there in one spot. You can just watch them one after the other. And then he publishes his income reports, as well as niches, keywords, how to reach real success with this type of book publishing model. And the great thing about these two guys that I just mentioned, Dane and Sean, is that they don't write any books themselves. They outsource all the creation of their books, from the interiors, the content, the covers, everything. So don't think that you can't make high content books because you can't write, or you think it'll take too long to write, or English isn't your first language and all that sort of stuff. They talk about how they make these books without doing it themselves. So these are two great resources to learn more about creating high content books. So I hope that you have picked up some new places to learn more about self-publishing books, whether it be low content books or high content. Do you have a favorite channel that I haven't mentioned here? If you do, please let me know in the comments below. I always love finding and discovering new channels to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.